Right, fast on your back for another one. It's going to be starting a little bit different today. First of all, I want to say massive thank you and a shout out. 2,400 subscribers is unbelievable. Um, I appreciate it. I thank you for it. And we need to keep this going. So if you do like my content, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and yeah, drop me some comments. Things that you think I'm doing all right, or things that I'm not doing so well. Might be. Um, yeah, so drop me them comments, and I will endeavour to make the content a little bit different, or not, or I'll get back to you. Any comment is a good comment. Like I say, 2,400 subscribers is absolutely amazing. It just shows that the message is ready to be put out there. So yeah, thank you again. And I'm going to delve into today's video, which is it's probably going to be a lot about my EUPD, emotional unstable personality disorder. But I have a few obviously other things that kind of bleed into each other, if you know what I mean. So it might be not completely about that, but I'm just telling it from my point of view, my story. So we'll get straight into that now. Oh, yeah. All right. With me, I I hate being feeling rejected or anything like that. If someone gives me the cold shoulder, um, probably not even their fault. They don't even know that they're giving me the cold shoulder. Um, it kind of upsets me in a sense, even though it might not even be anything to do then. I'll be waiting for a week, wondering what have I done, what, and mind playing tricks on you when you think that you've done something wrong and you can't put your finger on it. Um, you kind of imagine things that have happened. Um, so if it's one person, then you kind of stress for about a week or two until you speak to that person and that person just comes up to you as normal, as a friend, and you're just like, oh, maybe I didn't do anything. Maybe everything was sound in the first place. But I've been stressing for the entire week about what I may or may not have done. And yeah, it's a difficult one. Because could uh, could take a day to get out the system, could take a month. Kind of can avoid that person for a long time, even though you have no reason to, but that's just what your brain's telling you, that you just, yeah, um, your brain's telling you that you've done something wrong, even though you may or may not have. Um, loads of things I've done wrong in the past. I'm not going to say hand on heart I'm a perfect person, because I'm not. I'm definitely not. And yeah, the thing is, I probably wouldn't realise that I'd done something wrong when I actually have. and it kind of reverses. I think that I've done something wrong because my mind is just playing them kind of tricks on me, even though I know in my heart of hearts I haven't done anything. But um, so yeah, it's I will honestly seek constant reassurance of any person, um a friend. I will seriously if there's something that I feel that isn't right, I will sort of overwhelm them with, "Oh, I don't think this is right," um, and they have no idea what I'm going on about. So it is a tricky situation to be in because you think that you've done something wrong, and the person knows that you haven't done anything wrong in the first place. So that is that is difficult for you to get your head around, I suppose. And when you speak to them, the relief is just ridiculous. Even though you've got nothing to feel relieved about. Like I say, this I believe, and I don't know because I haven't looked, I haven't researched that much into it. I believe this EUPD came from childhood, um, from not feeling accepted at this rugby club that I was at, and I wasn't really accepted in the nursery. Um, I moved when I was very young. I think I was 5 when I was young. Moved. Well, I know I was 5. I moved on my 5th birthday, so I came here and didn't have any friends. So that was a pretty weird birthday when you're 5 years of age and you move house on your birthday. You the rest of your birthdays seem kind of shit because from 5 years of age you think you got a new house and a new bedroom. Not the case, but just happened to be the day that we moved. Um, yeah, so very quickly, I think it was about 7 when I went to this rugby club, and I had a lot of problems with being hyperactive. Um, they would probably call it ADHD now, and that wasn't the case with me. I was allergic to E numbers, and it was E211 sodium benzoate that I was most allergic to. So every time that I had that, I went absolutely hyper for ages. So basically, I was sent to rugby to get that hyperactiveness out of the way. So I think it was either under sevens or under eights that I joined, and although I was kind of accepted as a person, I wasn't popular at the club. Wasn't a popular player. Never got picked. It was it was a horrible experience for me. Most people would absolutely despise rugby because of it. Um, but I also had because I had so much energy and my parents didn't know what was going on. I was in Beavers, Cubs, and Scouts virtually at the same time that all this was going on, and I was extremely accepted and well liked at Beavers, Cubs, Scouts. So that's kind of the strange thing about it. I was probably at Cubs on the Friday, or Scouts or Beavers. Very light. Enjoyed my time. Felt part of it. On the Sunday, I was going to play minis at rugby and felt like worthless. Like I've been there. Was I was made to feel so low. So, and that's just in the weekend. Um, the bullying at school had already started. So, yeah, going through that at the same time. So, Monday to Friday afternoon, hated being at school. Um, Friday night, loved, accepted, exceptional. Sometimes, quite a few times, we did things on a Saturday as well. So, enjoyed that. Sunday, back to feeling basically like a piece of shit. So, there was a mix of things already in my brain going on of basically things that I liked and things that I didn't like. And them two meshing together, I reckon that's where the Eupd came from. I did in counselling link this kind of thing up, and I think, oh, I reckon that's where it came from. But it wasn't until I was, well, God, when I was in counselling, it was probably about 40, so three and a half years ago. Um, I'd never really thought about it until I, I just had this assessment with the psychologist, and then I started piecing it together, and it was me saying it, and literally that's why I say the answers are inside you. Believe me, because as soon as you start to figure it out, then you can figure other things out. So, lots of people are kind of get ill with depression and anxiety, like I say, EUPD, PTSD, um, and the answers are kind of there, but you just got to find them. I've been to obviously lots of assessments with shrinks and everything, and never sort of came up with the answers when I was in the assessments. But this psychologist that I saw, um, she was wonderful, by the way. Started linking things together, and then she was just like, "Yeah, great, we can work on that." And I think that's why she took me on as a patient. Obviously, it was under Northcroft, where I'm still under now, and so she didn't. She was just a lead psychologist, and had the assessment with her, and also had the psychology with her. So that was good because I always sort of had to tell my story so many times and then see someone else. And I'm just like, I don't know who you are. I'm not comfortable. And that's probably why it was going wrong. But this one, I told her exactly what was happening, what had gone on, everything, and she became my psychiatrist. So the introduction. There was no need for an introduction, no need for me to tell her anything new. It was kind of from day one, let's just work at this. And it worked better for me. Other people wouldn't be as lucky as me, but I just seemed to hit the jackpot at that point. So, yeah, and I'm kind of rambling on about it. I'll talk a little bit about friendships and relationships. Um, Relationships are really difficult for me because I feel things very strongly. Um, it is every emotion I feel is basically overreaction. Uh, I don't know if overreaction is kind of the word, but I feel it more. So basically, if you're friends with me, you've got a really good friend because I will do anything for my friends. Um, Obviously, if you upset me, I will be more upset than no. I don't want to say normal people because I am a normal person. It's just like I feel emotions stronger, so I'll get more upset, which isn't pleasant. Um, so yeah, uh, so my friendships are very strong and everything's good there. But obviously, I need constant reassurance. That's the best word that I can talk of to be in that circle because I would. I think it's because I went into something nice on a Friday, Saturday, and I was thrown out of it on a Sunday. Perhaps that's where it came from. I can't really say any more about it than that because I think that is where it came from. And obviously, Friday, Saturday were good when I was a kid. Monday to Thursday, horrible. So it's basically like a head teaser for me. I was, oh, I don't want to say it, but I was probably destined to be ill. If that doesn't sound weird, I think a lot of my illness is man-made. My PTSD, obviously, I've talked about that in the past. That's definitely man-made because of the sexual assault that I had. Um, the emotional unstable, personality disorder, this rugby club. Um, I felt rejected as a kid. Um, I hate being rejected now. Can't really take it, or it ends very badly. Um, do have some probably apologies to make because of things that I've done. Um, for falling in love really easily, and that isn't. That's a horrible place for me to be because I obviously um, it's it's so strong, and I don't I don't particularly like it. So and that's why I'm not, I don't think I'm ever gonna date again. It's because I'm scared of what could happen. Scared isn't the right word. I'm a, I'm a wonderful person to anyone. It's just more what might happen to me personally. I mean, I have in the past self harmed quite a lot. So while it doesn't actually happen to the person on the other side, it happens to me way too much, if that makes any kind of sense. If I feel rejected, I will and try, and feel accepted. But it brings me down. I go into an extreme deep depression, and my to go to to start off, I'll start drinking too much, and it will just spiral from there. Um, and then it will be the drinking will depress me even more, and then when I get to that stage, well, the drinking isn't working, so I'll self harm, and then it goes beyond the self harm, and that's when I end up with suicide attempts. And unfortunately, one day it will probably work, but I don't want it to get to that day. That's why literally I sort of cut off the source. So if it doesn't start, it can't get to that point. Um, am I content with that? Content, probably a good word. Does it make me feel bad? Yes, definitely. Because I see couples and I don't want to say it upsets me because it doesn't upset me. I'm really happy for them. But it makes me wish that I could be like everyone else and have that happiness. If that doesn't sound ridiculous. And knowing that that happiness and sharing that happiness with someone's never going to come to me. Um, yeah, it's hard. It's very hard, but I don't really have too much of a choice most of the time because it will, at the end of the day, it will benefit me. It will keep me alive the way I see it. Um, so that's why I don't want to risk it. And I completely just can turn off, if you know what I mean. No emotion, nothing. Uh, you might call it hard bastard. Uh, it's a wall. I put the barriers up. Yeah, that's the best word. Barriers. Putting barriers up and make sure nothing gets through that. Anyway, I've been probably going on a little bit more than I wanted this video to go on for. And to be honest with you, I don't think I've covered it all. No, I definitely haven't covered it all. So what I'm going to do is put this video out today, and I will. I'm going to be posting a lot this week. This week, end of this week, start of next week, and what I will do is put them out separately, and then I can mash them together. Try my shitty editing skills. Give that one a go for you. So what I'm going to do is leave this one here, and Fast Johnny will see you in the next one. Like I say, amazing 2,400 subscribers. Please keep subscribing. It's free. Like and drop me some comments, because I will be so happy to see where I will. If you want to start a conversation, I will get back to you. I will do my best. Like I say, I'm not qualified, but I will do my best to try and help you, because honestly, it definitely happened to someone. So start the conversation. Yeah, if you comment, then someone else might actually be like, "Oh, I've been through that," and we'll all help each other. That's what this channel's about. It's about awareness and starting a conversation, smashing the stigma, and that's what it's about. So if you think I'm doing this wrong or in the wrong way, and you have any better ideas, I'd love to hear them, because I know that I'm pretty new. So any constructive criticism, please just comment, say you should be doing this or that. Please just do it. Yeah. The don't be nasty about it in the comments. Just be nice, because I'll be nice back. And yeah, that's basically it. So Fast Johnny out, and I will see you at the next one, which is going to be very soon. All right, you look after yourselves and keep talking to each other. Fast Johnny out.